I mean, it's not going to work. It just means it's riskier. So you have to obviously understand your risk tolerance and then trade according to what makes you comfortable. All right, just kind of hanging here against the pivot area there, having a little tough time rotating through it. 9 o'clock number is out. Again, not a really a big number here. You can tell not much is going on. Not that much news is happening. Again, we're just kind of hanging up here at the pivot area. All right, very very quiet again. Not a surprise. At least we were able to take advantage of the first rotation down to the O2 area, and now we're just kind of floating back and forth here. So yeah, be patient. Obviously, discipline is important here when the markets are not really giving us too many opportunities, but gave us a nice one to start the day. All right, just kind of hanging here on these lows. All right. Again, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. Obviously, things are kind of slow. We're range bound, top of everything else. Very, very quiet.
Man, I'm looking at a calendar. You got one more week.
What's that?
I said, I was looking at a calendar. You got one more week and you'll be gone.
I can't believe it. All right. I know. We are leaving a week from today. We had probably our best practice yesterday. So that's good timing.
How'd the game go with the team that y'all normally don't play against?
We that was the game we played yesterday
Okay.
against them, and we actually were very we played the best that we've played. So
Excellent.
and so I was very happy about after yesterday's practice, and we got one more practice tomorrow. give them the weekend off, except they're complaining that they want to go on the basketball court and shoot around because they can't believe that they're not going to touch a basketball for a week. That was the complaint yesterday at the end of practice when I told them, okay, we got one more practice and then that'll be it. You get the 4th of July weekend. And then they're like, what do you mean? We're not gonna have practice on Sunday. We're not going to play basketball for a whole week. I'm like, okay, that was the plan. They were really upset. I'm like, okay, we could change it, I guess. I'm just trying to like save face with some of the parents. God knows, they don't want them to I bring them over to practice. But then most of them do drive, so I can't complain. They are old enough to drive, so I guess that's why they're being just trying to be cool about it. I don't want to overdo it.
Okay, we got 2 more days in this week, and then Monday's the 3rd. What are you expecting for Monday? Not much.
Yeah, I mean, considering you're off on the 4th,
Yeah.
right? So Monday is just like a bridge for the long weekend.
Will they be closed on
The
Wednesday?
4th, yeah, the 4th,
Just the 4th. Okay.
yeah, because they'd either make it a long week, but there's a rule in the exchange. I don't know if you know, you can't close for more than 72 hours.
Oh, okay.
So you couldn't close Friday. I mean, at the end of close Friday, you couldn't go Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.
Yeah.
Because that would be 4 days. So you can only close 3 days. Like you can have a long weekend, like Memorial Day weekend on Monday. You can close Saturday, Sunday, Monday, but you can't close 4 days in a row.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what. So that's why Monday, even though we're going to be open, a lot of our traders are going to make it a 4-day holiday.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Well,
and I think for us, I think we might as well just. I don't think we have to work on Monday either because it's going to be dead. There's going to be nobody here. Unless, of course, some craziness happens overseas or something, or even here. Who the hell knows?
Yeah. When it comes back on the 5th, do you normally expect anything? Just normal, besides what geopolitical things that may happen around the world?
Yeah, I mean, you're getting into the summer months now,
Yeah.
right? And you're getting unless there's going to be some craziness with the only thing that you got to look at, I think, while I'm gone is probably look at the inflation numbers and see how they are reacting and if they're come within in line or not. That'll be the only driver of the market, I think. Obviously, you got unemployment on Friday, right? And once you get unemployment on Friday after next week, and if that comes within, if it's not, you might be a little bit busy then, and then just look for the inflation numbers. If they come in within line, then it's going to be pretty quiet. I would hardly. I can't imagine much is going to happen. I mean, look at we are stuck in a range here, right? Over the last week or so. So even though we've moved back up and down, but we were yesterday's rally was a nice recovery, and now it gets us back into a range. That's all it does, which is fine. This is what happens. You can see how the volume is very light. It is what it is. So you just gotta, again, I don't think much is going to happen. Maybe you get something going on that creates some volatility one day. I hope you get busy. The last time I went on this trip to Israel, the market was going crazy. Something happened. I don't remember what it was actually. All I know is I was looking at the CNN when we were overseas, and it was like down 400 points, and back then down 400 points was a lot.
Yeah, it's a normal day.
Now it's a normal day. You're up 200-300 points. You're like, oh, no big deal. But 10 years ago, 12 years ago, up $300-400. That was a lot. I don't remember what it was. It was something was going on. I just don't remember what the situation was. And I was over there thinking, "Oh my God, what am I missing?"
I remember the first time I saw a 50-point S&P day, I thought the world had ended.
Oh yeah, the first time. Listen, we were on the phone. Somebody called me up. It was after the Lehman thing, and calls me up. He tells me the S&Ps are down 40 points. He goes, "This is crazy." He goes, "This is crazy. They're down 40 points." Who knew? Yeah, I remember. He calls me up at night. This is like at midnight too, when they were trading overnight, and he's like, couldn't believe that the S&Ps were down 40 points. I go, well,
Yeah, especially in the night session.
yeah, well, it's because the Lehman stuff was coming out then. They were talking about and then in the morning when they said that they were going under, bond market S&Ps were down 500 points. That was huge, 500 points. That was ridiculous. And nobody's heard of 500 point down days to open up the market, and that was yeah. Now it's like no big deal. We can open up 500 points down, 500 points up, no biggie.
I stopped long enough yesterday. The news was on, and they had a couple of talking heads on there, and the guys were saying, "We're not disagreeing with the numbers. We're just not sure that that's what it means." So,
Right? What stupidity is that?
yeah,
Right?
it's kind
That's
of like
stupid.
everything says that okay, we're going to go up, but he says, but the numbers are saying opposite. And I'm going, he said, I'm not thinking we're going to go down tomorrow, but he says, I am being careful.
You gotta love these people, right? They talk out of
Yeah,
both ends of their mouths, so they can't be wrong, right?
that's right.
At least with us, we're going to put on a trade. We're going to be right or wrong.
Yep.
There's not even an issue here. All right, welcome to Terry to joining the room here. We're trading mini S&Ps. We're looking for opportunities to scalp the market. We gave out levels that we gave out this morning. We'll repeat the levels here in the chat. If you bring up the chat, you'll see them. They are those levels there that we use as a guide to the day. We had our first support level there at the 02 that got triggered early on. And now we're a little bit range bound here, kind of going nowhere fast. So we have to be a little bit patient and wait for our next opportunity. We did have a rotation off of our pivot there, off of that low. If you were a little aggressive, we do have price action opportunities in addition to those levels that we gave out. So price action opportunities occurred during once the market paints some bars. So we've had a couple trades this morning, even though it's been very, very slow. And we are in the summer months here, so we take what the market can give us. Sometimes it gives us a lot of opportunities, sometimes it doesn't. But we are just trying to take advantage of ebbs and flows of the market when the market can give us those opportunities. Otherwise, we have to be a little bit patient here and wait for something to get triggered and then go from there. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. And welcome to the room. We're here every day, trading basically S&Ps, minis, to be exact.
It's in the morning. You're going to be out of here
When?
in the morning.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem. I wish we can give you a lot of things to watch, but sometimes the market. It's more exciting watching paint dry sometimes. Because there's just nothing going on. But that is the nature of the business we're in. So we got resistance right now. If you're going to trade the whole way, you can be a little aggressive. This would be the third time up here. Otherwise, if you're more risk averse, you are going to be waiting for the 16 area as some resistance. That's our next level on the upside. And if you're very aggressive, we got the 10-11 area, which is our green band and our blue bands in our green band in our 5, blue band in our hourly. So if you're a little aggressive and you want a little scalp here, you're looking at this area. If you're more risk averse, you're going to wait for the 16. And here we have all kinds of different traders with all kinds of different risk tolerances. So definitely, we're not going to say don't take the trade or take the trade. Our job here is to explain the trade, and then you have to, as an individual trader, decide whether you want to take those trades for yourself based on your risk tolerance. So
Is it you going to be at the airport at 7:30 in the morning?
yeah,
Okay.
I'm not gonna be. Not gonna be back. I won't be back here. Had a 3-hour Zoom meeting yesterday. That was too long. Way too long. I mean, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. There's a lot of information they shared with us, but a little bit too long. It's hard to absorb all that information in 3 hours. All right, you can see here, we're up here. Again, if you're more risk averse, you're looking at the 16 area. If you are going to trade this 11-12 and 11-12 area, you're in the trade right now and kind of working it a little bit. If you're, like I said, if you're more risk averse, you're looking at 16. Really, there's, it all depends on discipline, right? You have to understand your risk tolerance as an individual trader, and then trade your risk tolerance according to how you feel comfortable.
They're not leaving very many tracks to follow.
No, they're not doing anything today. It is just there's nothing here.
Usually they drop a few breadcrumbs, but they're not dropping much here.
No, no, there's. I mean, we're talking very small breadcrumbs. All right, kind of just hanging here again. If you're taking this little area here, we've been up here for about 4 or 5 minutes. This is a decision you have to make here. Do I take the little bit that it's given me, the little breadcrumbs, or do I scratch it, or do I work it, or do I wait for 16? All of those things come into play here, and we're finally getting a little bit of a rotation here. Took a little bit, nice little rotation here, and this is where I would cover them here if you did jump in. finally. Sit there for a little bit. There's a little bit of a breadcrumb for us, as Don suggests. All right, so nice little rotation there. We had a couple of reasons to get in. 10, 11, 12 area were all areas that there was some good logical reasons to get in. We talked about it before we got up there. Again, it was all dependent on your risk tolerance, and I kind of told you what your options were. Hopefully, it fit into something. And if you weren't comfortable taking it, then looking at the 16 would be our next level that you're going to trade.
I think they ought to give us a full slice of bread for having to wait so long.
Yeah.
At least take it back. But that goofy blue band's right in the way. Man, damn it.
All right. It's got a little bit of support here. See what it wants to do, if it hangs or not. If we get below, I don't know, 5 there, probably don't want to be long anymore. Remember that Powell is talking a little bit now, so could be adding to a little volatility, but who knows? All right, so, again, if we're got long there, we said anything below 5, you want to be out of any longs if you did jump in.